Hello and welcome to Long Island Weather Report. It's about 9:30, February 27, 2025. Very disgusting out as we're in the warm sector after we got a little bit of light rain. Still waiting this very slow-moving frontal system to move on through. If we get the weather map here, you'll see here that front is just barely clearing the area. It's very slow. And there's another little trough line, so we're going to deal with some clouds overnight. Also, the air quality is bad, too. We have AQI of moderate in a lot of Long Island, probably due to some of that wildfire smoke that I was talking about yesterday. And a satellite, let's see, we have missing satellite data again. Oh, there we go. But there you go. Plenty of clouds. You can see this front is, dry air is waiting in the wings, but this front is so slow. And the rain didn't even end until like almost into the evening hours. It took forever. It was just like a very slow-moving band of light rain that just really took forever. Looking at our temperatures right now, depending on where you are, it is 51 in Carl Place. Of course, my alley is a little bit warmer than that, 55. It's a little cooler out east, 45 and 46. Central Park is 52. But very warm out there, 50 in Toms River, very warm. It's also humid as well. Dew point, actually, it's not so bad in Islip. Dew point's 43 here. It feels a lot worse. It says the dew point's 43. I have the air conditioner on. I have no choice. I have to. It looks like the dew point's down in the city, so maybe they're getting some drying to the west, but it's very, very slow. It's a very, very slow process. Looking at our highs today, we got up to around 50 degrees across Long Island, 54 in Central Park, and 60s. Yeah, I knew Jersey would be a lot warmer. 63 for a high in Toms River, and 46 at 50 at Islip, and the lows probably won't be all that impressive either. Yeah, pretty much lows around 40 degrees, mid-40s in the city, and yeah, pretty much around 40 degrees. Let's look and see how much rain we got. Even though that rain lingered around, we don't really have much to show for it. Not even a tenth of an inch of rain in most areas. It was just a very light rain that just hung around a good part of the day, but it was just more of a nuisance than anything else. Didn't really solve anything. Didn't really do anything to solve the drought. Let's talk about the drought monitor. Let's go to the drought monitor now. Doesn't look like a whole lot has changed. And you see here, there's that area, luckily Suffolk County, the Pine Barrens area, much of it is not in a drought, but East End is abnormally dry. Extreme Western Suffolk's abnormally dry. Nassau is in a moderate drought, as well as the city, parts of the Hudson Valley, moderate and severe drought. And Jersey, the north of Ocean County, it's mostly moderate drought. And Ocean County still in a severe drought, and then an extreme drought, southern Ocean County and the southern South Jersey area. So it doesn't seem like we're seeing any changes here with the drought, because there just hasn't been all that much rain. So we have the slow-moving frontal system moving in. You can see the drier air moving in from the north and the west. If we look at the CONUS view, you'll see here that we have that drier air trying to make its way in here. So let's go look at the statistics for today, the climate statistics. Sure, we were well above normal today. High of 50 and a low of 42 at Islip puts us 10 degrees above normal for the month, and that's I'm not for the month, but for the day. Now, this is probably going to contribute to February being at, or maybe even a little bit above normal when we go over the monthlies, because tomorrow it'll be a little bit cooler, but not all that much. So we see this high build in briefly before the Clipper brings a chance for a change in the weather for later Saturday, but we're just going to talk about today into tomorrow in this weather video. So let's go here and show you that tomorrow we'll have fair weather for the most part. It'll be a little bit breezy, nothing too crazy, but we should have a dry day. But you'll see that isobars being tighter, so they'll remain breezy even through tomorrow night. Looking at our dew points and wind flow, obviously we're in this humid air, but the dew points should start coming down as we head into tomorrow to the 30s and then maybe even 20s by later in the afternoon with a west wind, but then that west wind shifts to the south by tomorrow night, and that sets the stage for a warmer day on Saturday, which I'll talk about tomorrow night. Temperatures tonight, we have the temperatures will drop probably into the mid-30s, and that's as far as it's going to go. Tomorrow, we're going to reach probably upper 40s to around 50, maybe even some low 50s. Very possible. It's going to be a mild day, though. It'll feel cooler with a little more of a breeze. And then tomorrow night, the temperatures drop not all that much, only down to maybe the low to mid, around 40 degrees. Doesn't look like it's going to be all that cool. The other challenge tomorrow is how much cloudiness we're going to have. That's a little tricky. Looking at this HRRR, it looks like these lines are far apart here. This is 17Z. But a little closer together as you head towards the south and west. But, I mean, it looks like you should have a decent amount of sun. But there will be clouds increasing later. You can see how there's mainly upper-level moisture coming in. So we'll see some of that upper-level moisture. So let's go look at the RGM here. And you'll see here. So here are the clouds. They clear out. And then as we head into tomorrow, you see it does generate some of that stratocumulus right around 10 o'clock or so. But then it kind of just dissipates. By noon, kind of goes away, and then we get the increase in the cirrus later on. So that's what it looks like for tomorrow, but it should be a decent day. After today's yuck, it'll be welcome. So that's going to wrap up this Long Island weather report. Good night.